So here me send on YouTube, I try size, I check in, and me I tell them, so big up on yourself, you know, big up all the new subscribers them. You see them two pictures I want to just say, like up on the cover page, we're going to talk about them truck there. We're going to talk about the incident that took place. We're going to talk about what happened. We're going to talk about a tri-stars that drive them truck there. You know what I mean? So you don't know, say, you're a driver, you know, but things do happen. Incident, accident, things happen. So may I share it. Maybe you don't know what go on. It's not everything never cookie. Everything never crispy. You know what I mean? Things happen, you know, but, you know, through the grace of God we got through and we make it out and we're still alive and thank God for life, you know what I mean? So pick up on yourself, thanks for tuning in. And remember to subscribe if you're just a tuning in, you know, because that one link, right? Subscribe, man. Big up on yourself.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.
Get out of the car!
The reason I pick this topic really is truly, I just want everybody to have a good understanding of this winter driving and this winter experience that is not something to mess with, you know, it's not something to just bypass, like look and, you know, it's something to be very serious about. This driving in the winter is not a joke, you know what I mean? It's something to really and truly take seriously, you know, both protecting yourself, both protecting others on the road and you know, the whole thing, you know, so I can't stress too much about it. So I gotta just, every time there is something, we just go and put it out so that everybody have understanding. So this is it. This is what really take place. I'm gonna put the picture right here. So with this truck. Well, basically, the truck here, this was the first company I worked for, and actually, what happened is we're driving on this road, right, over Newfoundland. There's a place called Newfoundland that, you know, we go to make delivery at times. So we take the ferry and we go across. And what really happened was, that was my first trip. So I went across, and basically there was a truck driver coming the opposite direction from where I was going. Basically, he know more about the road than me. But he stopped, pull a little to the side and give me just a little more to get past, right? Now what happened now is when we were passing, when I'm trying to pass him, it's like I didn't know where the road stopped or where the road, how wide was the road, because really and truly I was driving in the middle based on the surface of the road. You're not seeing the asphalt itself. You're not seeing the road pavement. You're just seeing white snow. And to judge the side is like you got to look on where the snow is bank. Not all the time that work, but where the snow is bank at both sides, that's where you try to use to judge that you're really on the road. That's when the road is pretty bad. But sometimes it's best to pull off. But if you have nowhere to pull off, you can't really just stop in the middle of the road, and because other vehicle may want to pass or something. But if it's, you know. So anyway, continue. He was coming up, I was going down, and he pulled a little over to his to the passenger side, and and stop. So I'm trying to pass. So while I'm trying to pass, I go over, close by, but really and truly, you can't really pass anyone on that surface or that road, to be honest. When I try to make the pass, when I go around, I after about midway in between his tractor and his trailer, I'm feeling my truck slightly moving to the left, and I'm wondering, no, to the right, and I'm wondering why. I'm on the brake and my truck is still moving. So when I glimpse in my rearview mirror, that's when I see the trailer take time sliding down, like, oh my God. I see the trailer take time sliding down. So I try to like move up, then I see the back of the trailer just sink. I just pull the handbrake and jump out, because I don't know how far it's going or where it's going. So that's when it just go down in the trench and stuck like that. You know what I mean? So that was one of my incidents that took place in the winter and not knowing where the road surface is. And the trailer was loaded. So as soon as it reached the edge, it just started to slide, go off in the ditch. So really and truly, that's how I end up right there. So with that, it cost the company, I think they had to come and push the snow off. That's the first thing, which there wasn't any plow truck working. That, I don't know. After the incident, then I think the police or whatnot call plow trucks, and then they come to clean the road, and then you have to get a wrecker and a plow and a tractor, like to get the truck from out the ditch. And then because the truck was so heavy, they had to unbomb, like take some of the loads off to put it on another truck to get that truck back on the road. So I slept in hotel that night. The other morning we went for that load, and it was a chaos. It was not something that anybody would want to really say they are a driver, but yet still that happened. But incident, accident, anything, those are things that would take place. So the reason why I'm telling you this is to let you know, whenever the road pavement is that terrible or that bad, just stop. That's it, just stop, because there's nothing else you can do really if you don't know the nature of the road. And that was my first trip going over there, so I don't even know where the truck stop was. It was just my first run. You know what I mean? Over to Newfoundland. I was just trying to get to my destination, just to park. And I was like 15 minutes away from where the incident took place. So, it's one of those days. So that was my first incident that took place, The other one now was at a different company, which actually these drivers, I don't know if these drivers do this type of driving just for fun, or I don't know if I'm not gonna say they don't know what they are doing when they do it, because obviously if you're behind someone and you try to overtake, obviously mean the same thing that is happening behind the truck that you were is gonna eventually happen when you get in front of that truck. You're gonna eventually do the same thing. So what I'm saying is, when the road is fully snow, like snow is all over the street, it's not slushy, it's like powdery, so it's more dust. So when you drive through, you leave a lot of dust behind. So what took place was, this driver was driving a flatbed Peterbilt at the time, made the overtake. This was my first experience having a whiteout. I always heard about whiteout, but I didn't experience it You know, I was always trying to be safe. And actually, this guy I was going at like 60 miles per hour. But 60, that's 60 or something like that on the clock. The 60 going, you know, a little bit above 50, 60 going, because, you know, I was in front, so I, you know, hold my, and taking my time going on the 401. Then in my rearview mirror, I saw this truck coming. Full blast, I'm talking about 80, 90, one of those speed. And when the truck passed, the driver, he don't even wait until he's like pass. He just pass, and within a couple of minutes of he passing, like maybe a couple of seconds I should say, he just turned right in front of me. So to get back the lane, because the thing is, at times when you're on the outside, it's more snow, is more powdery, slushy, whatnot when you're overtaking. Because on that side there's not a lot of vehicle driving, so you don't have that maybe a wheel space to follow. Because sometimes you got this wheel line of other vehicles that you eventually just drive into it. So you have a path that you follow, right? But on the overtaking lane, there is none, because no one don't want to go over there because it's not clean. So when someone really overtake you, they want to get back in front of you to get back in that groove to be on a comfortable track. So what happened is he made that overtake and he go over, and when he go, he just come right in front, and it's pure white out. It's pure dust. I can't see nothing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you a video to explain to you what I'm actually talking about. Now, after that took place, it's like you don't know you don't know what to do. So in the midst of that, the guy when he was forcing himself back onto the street, onto my lane, he lose control of his truck and went over in the ditch, and the back of his trailer was hanging out on the road. Now, I can't go on my brakes too hard, so I have to take time to slow down my truck. I can't see nothing. I have to look at the GPS, but I know it was a straight road, like, you know, because I was like looking at it before I actually seen him. But after all of that took place, it's like pure confusion. It's like you want to focus, like where you are. You just thinking, you know. And it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just God just clear just the path, just in case to see the trailer leave out on the street and the truck is in the ditch, and I am going towards in the ditch. So by the time I swerve, my bumper just chip off on the trailer, on his trailer, and then my truck come around, and it was and then I get to pull to the side, because then my hair dryer was the bumper chipped off one of the hose, and ear started to lose from there, and it was a whole, you know. So I mean, that was my first experience of a whiteout, like a real whiteout. So I'm just gonna show you how to prevent when that, you know, come along, or when you're seeing someone overtaking you and you know the place is like, you know, the road situation is not good. You know what I mean? What to do and how to try to prevent it. So this video is basically those steps covering and going across, and let you guys understand, you know, the danger out there in driving in the winter, and also, you know, what to look out for, how to, if you are actually overtaking, what to do and when to do it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna discover all of this in this video. So thanks for tuning in. Try stars. Peace.
You're right.
What should we do?
I don't know what's going on.
Oh man.
Is this storm? Kelly, está horrible, Kelly.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.